And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. This is Dr. Michael Prince. I have yet another exclusive interview. This time I am fortunate enough to have Mr. Greg Thurmond. Greg Thurmond, wide receiver for the Panthers. He has gotten an opportunity to continue his football career on. He's signed in the Canadian League with the Hamilton Tiger Cats. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Greg Thurmond. How you doing, my man?
All right. How you doing?
I'm doing real good. Congratulations. And a lot of people have a tendency to forget that there are two professional leagues going on. Of course, everyone's ultimate goal and focus is NFL football, but the Canadian League has a very competitive league as well, and you've been fortunate to get an opportunity to continue your football career that way, correct?
Yes, sir.
All right. Explain to the listening audience how that came to be.
Oh, well, I came out of Prairie View 2014 year, did pro day, everything, and obviously I didn't get that phone call from the NFL, and I didn't let that discourage me. I kept working out every day, and as the spring came around, I did some Canadian Football League workouts. I attended multiple workouts, and on maybe middle March, the Hamilton Tiger Cats gave me a call and told me that they want me to come down for further interview for a mini camp, and which I did that last week. The beginning of this week, I left Sunday, came back on Thursday, and I guess everything went good. So now, taking the next step, trying to get to the big league.
Well, the big leagues is still anytime someone wants to pay you for a game that you grew up as a kid dreaming of one day to be, of course, whoever your favorite team was. And I'm afraid to ask, knowing where you're from, the part of the area that you're from, and I don't want to go there with you, but I guess I got to since I opened it up. Who's your favorite NFL team?
I like the Chargers. You know,
oh,
like you know where I'm from. I'm from LA. I'm from California. I'm not an Oakland Raider. I'm not a 49er. I'm a Charger. I like LT.
Okay then. Well, you surprised me on that one. Well, look, now here you are. You've been a year or two removed out of football. You're on your grind. You're still working out, trying to keep that dream alive. At one point, did you ever feel like, man, I might as well go on and buckle down and just focus on working?
The thought came across my head, and actually that you asked that. The day before the Hamilton Tiger Cats gave me a phone call, I was talking to a close friend of mine and a former teammate that I played with back then. And we were talking, and it was like, man, you know, life's going to come, and you're going to have to start paying bills. You're going to have to stop chasing that dream and work for a 5 to 9 job. It's like, okay, 9 to 5. And the next day they called me and told me they wanted me to come down for evaluation. So I just look at it like the time, when times get the hardest, you feel like it's time to give up. You just push a little more, and it came around for me.
So, wow, here you are thinking that, man, maybe I need to go ahead and face the reality. And at the 11th hour, you get the opportunity of a lifetime. And have you, and you got to be honest with me on this, Greg, did you understand all the rules of Canadian football compared to the NFL football?
No, I did not. It's a learning process. It's a lot different.
It's a lot of movement going on, but it's a fast-paced game, but it's a very, very competitive game. Now, the way this thing has been structured out, and I'm pretty sure you would know better than I would, the seasons kind of offset each other so they don't overlap. The championship games for the Canadian League is in November, and they start about a month or so earlier than the NFL. So what has it been like for you to get prepared for this thing? And I know you had to do some research because the nickname for the Tiger Cats, I'm pretty sure you picked up all the T-Cats, and you're probably going like, well, what's that all about, huh?
Right, right. Yes, I did. I did research players that I'll be going against to get a spot, playing against with, and just the rules, like you said, and it's a 12-man game, 12 people on the field. You have a 20-second play clock, so me playing receiver, so conditioning has to be furthermore in the NFL because we have a shorter play clock, which is shorter recovery time to get ready for the next play. And there's numerous ways to score.
Yes, sir. Numerous ways to score. So here's my question, Mr. Thurmond. Do you still have those reliable hands?
Oh, yeah, never.
We're on the phone line with Greg Thurmond, who was recently signed with the Hamilton Tiger Cats in the Canadian Football League. I'm pretty sure you've heard about the signing of Jonta Hebert as far as free agency with the Washington Redskins. I'm understanding that you guys had a brief conversation not long ago.
Yeah, I just called him. I talked to him a lot of times before he got that call, and I just called him and congratulated him.
Okay.
Big ups to him.
Okay. Now, how did things go where you guys are explaining and sharing your excitement, but yet you're trying to keep things on a low keel because you still got to go out there and prove yourself in these respective leagues and everything. So what was the dialogue between you two guys?
Yeah, well, I just talked to him, basically told him, you got that call, and as well as I did, so we got to go out there and represent for Prairie View, which is not saying get that call and just get a chance to get there, but be the top performer in that sport, not just on the team in that era, but in that sport. So just like you said, we kind of keep it. I want to grind with him a few times before we go our separate ways to those different leagues.
Now, Greg, the ultimate goal, I'm sure, is still for you to cross over to the NFL. And for the record, if you've done your research, you know there have been a lot of guys who may not have got a look on the first round, but because of their productivity in the Canadian League, get an invite over to the NFL. So is that still a dream in the back of your mind right now?
Yes, sir.
You would love to go with those San Diego, potentially Los Angeles Chargers, I'm assuming.
Yes, and being the Los Angeles Chargers would be so awesome. I'm around all my family and those people who never got to see me play or very little. You don't see me every game now.
Okay. Now, with you having your Los Angeles connections, and I'm originally from St. Louis, so you probably know where I'm going on this one right now. The St. Louis Rams relocate back to Los Angeles. How did you, as a fan, respond to that move?
It's good having another LA team. You know, we got basketball. We got the Lakers, the Clippers, Dodgers, Angels, everything. And now to have a football team in LA, and like I said, we originally the LA Rams. So St. Louis, yeah, we gave St. Louis a little time to have fun with them, but we brought them back home. And we're going to show St. Louis how it's supposed to do.
Oh, now you want to stick it in my face right about now. Well, at least I can say this, young man, that while they were in St. Louis, at least they got some championships. All they got in Los Angeles was flashlights and movie stars. And you all can have them back. We're not going to even sweat it any longer, you know. and you know, as far as I'm concerned, they never came. How'd that go?
Yeah, I understand that. That championship will matter. That last game of the season.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Greg, we want to thank you so much, man, for this opportunity. We want to keep a track with you, man, to make sure that we report what's going on. I got you in my tracking system now, and your season will kick off June 11th. And I'm going to try to find a way, man, that we could at least sneak a game every now and then. And if it's all right with you, we'd like to keep up with you on some reporting on how things are going in the Canadian League.
No, that's no problem.
No problem. Mr. Greg Thurmond, former Prairie View Panther. Now he is a Tiger Cat for the Hamilton Canadian Football League team. And I'm sure they're going to allow you to wear 85, correct?
Yes, sir, 85.
Okay, you get to hold on to 85. You got to go and represent because Prairie View produces what?
Productive people.
Oh, man, you got it on point. Thanks a lot, young man. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Greg Thurmond of the Hamilton Tiger Cats. I'm Dr. Michael Prince. As always, we appreciate you, and we'll see you on the other side.